Now, once you step inside the cabin of the all-new City, you are greeted to a very well-appointed interior. Now, grabbing your attention will be this part first, and it's a very nicely laid out dashboard, and it's completely clutter-free unlike the older City. So this really looks nice, and you've got good material quality throughout the dashboard, even on the top part, in the middle part, and of course on the lower part you have this soft touch leather finish. You've got a nice looking wood finish along the center just to break the monotony, so it looks good and has been integrated really well. And you have a good looking infotainment screen here, and it's a good unit to use. Now this has been one area of pain for Honda in its previous cars, and it got sorted out with the Civic and finally now with the City. So you finally get a good touchscreen infotainment system that supports Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, has got good resolution, has not got much lag, it has a nice simple user interface. So a good job done on this front finally. And apart from that also, if you look at the instrument cluster, again it's a very nicely laid out unit. I like the fact that they've not gone completely digital, so you still have the speedometer in the analog manner, and of course you have a digital display which shows the tachometer and all the other related information. So the combination of this analog and digital display is something that is nice, gives you a good readout, and at the same time is in sync with the good driving character of Honda City. Moving further, well, if you move along the center console, again you get this nice spacious place. You can place your wallet, your smartphone here. Unfortunately, no wireless charging, but then of course you have two USB sockets here. One supports fast charging, one for normal, and you have a 12 volt 180 watt charging point as well. Then you have these nice cup holders here, and the fact that you only get minimal piano black finish around the gear lever. Now this is a manual version. In the shot following in a few seconds you will see how this console looks with the automatic shift selector. But the good thing is less use of piano black means your cabin, your center console will not look dirty because you will not have your fingerprint smudges or dust glowing off it. So a nice detailing touch on that part. And of course in terms of space, otherwise also the cabin is nicely laid out. You get good spacious door pockets, and you have some space here again underneath the driver armrest. And yeah, it's a well appointed cabin overall. If you even look at the steering wheel, it's a nice chunky leather wrapped steering wheel. It's got all the required controls, be it the cruise control, your audio or your telephonic control, or your multi-information display control. Everything is right there in its place. Even if we talk about the seats, now the seats themselves are quite a step up from the older City, and that's a welcome news. The new seats are quite spacious, so people of larger body frames also will find themselves to be comfortable in these. And of course the cushioning is quite nice, and you've got good side support, shoulder support. So yes, if you're going to be in these seats for a long time, you're not going to have a reason to complain. Now once you're in the rear seat of the Honda City, well, this is an area where the City has always been strong, and with the all new City there is hardly any area that I can think you can complain of, and that is primarily because in terms of space there is quite literally a lot of it. And with the driver's seat adjusted to my driving preference, and me being 5 feet 8 inches tall, you can see there is a lot of leg room to spare. Again, the footboard has been given a slight incline, so when you're sitting in this rear bench for a long duration, your feet will feel quite relaxed. So that is again a nice touch inside the car. And this seat itself, well, it's a very nice seat. The cushioning is almost spot on, and even the under thigh support is adequate. I think for most people it should suffice. The backrest angle again is quite nice, and you also have a cushioned armrest here. And the good thing is that for the middle occupant also you get a seat belt, so that gives it a higher score in terms of safety. And as far as safety is concerned, you can see on the screen right now, the Honda City is loaded with safety features. So again, being a car that you can drive fast, you can have a lot of comfort and luxury in. Safety is not an area you need to worry about. But coming back to the interior, again, like I said, a lot of good things to report. And in terms of space, no complaint. In terms of headroom also, you can see despite the coupe design, the sloping roofline, the headroom has not been compromised much. And the other good thing inside the car that I really like is the attention to detail that has been given. Now if you look at the switches again, they have such a rich feel to it, and this is throughout the cabin, and that just gives the City a lot more premium character that the older car was missing, but this one certainly has it. You also have an electrically operated sunroof, which again adds more airiness to an already spacious cabin. You've got these rear AC vents here, two 180 watt power outlets here. So in a nutshell, if you are someone who's looking for a family car, the all new Honda City is almost the perfect car you can think of. And if you are someone who's looking for a chauffeur driven vehicle, well, the all new 5th gen City, in my opinion, is the best vehicle you can buy in the market once it's on sale. Because of the coronavirus, not many people are making their airport runs, but if and when you do, the Honda City is going to deliver well, because it gives you one of the largest boot spaces, 506 liters of volume to be precise, and all of that has been designed well. So that means you can place in a lot of luggage in an easy manner, and that is a really good thing. Of course, the loading lip also is not too high. So overall, an accessible and a usable boot.